think it's been a great journey of 9 years. All I can say is we've stuck to some very important core principles all through these 9 years. Patient centricity, developing an integrated approach to healthcare, and taking a life cycle view of our customers. And I think what has really stood out in all these 9 years is that it's a journey of just continued excellence and compounding of doing good work over and over again. We've been very clear from the get-go that our customers deserve a high-quality, authentic experience of healthcare. Everything we do, we've never cut corners, whether it's the medicines we purchase or the lab tests we do. We know we live in an industry where there are lots of issues in the open ecosystem, but we've been very clear. We buy everything direct from pharma or their authorized distributors. We make sure all our labs are certified with the highest standards of the country. And what we do is actually what we have done is invested in the basic fundamentals of doing business the right way. And what we have seen, thankfully the customers have blessed us, and we've seen compounding of a lot of these initiatives in the right direction over the last 9 years. So today feel very, very good where we are, but it's all about having the same core principles right from the get-go and then letting compounding happen.
We truly believe that our work is our reward. It's not about rewards that we can give to employees to motivate, etc. But the kind of changes, the kind of impact we have on customers' lives on a daily basis, to just make their care journey a little bit more pleasant and less painful, I think that is our reward. So if you look at our values, it's about being your own CEO, right? There's no spoon feeding, there's no top-down direction, right? There's a lot of challenging, debate, discussion on what's the right thing to do. Everyone has an opinion based on facts and data, right? And we have this saying, unofficial, which is, in God we trust, everyone else bring data, right? So we are very, very data-centric when it comes to how we make decisions, hypothesis-driven, testing-driven. We also believe in a culture of accountability, how we make sure that we hire and retain the best. How do we make sure we help people understand what's expected of them? We truly value teams over individuals. It's not about a star, it's about what you can accomplish as a team together, because the best things are done as a diverse team. And then lastly, we really, really believe that being done is better than being perfect, because perfection is undefined or ill-defined, but getting something out there to customers that they can tinker with, that they can play with, give us feedback on, is really what drives us forward.
I think there's a lot of things that we've gone through in this journey. It's been a pretty incredible one. But what really stands out, I think, is the COVID phase. I think that's when we were really called upon to stand up and deliver, and I could not be more proud of the way our team stood up and delivered. Whether it was RT-PCR tests, we set up new labs, we set up infrastructure. Our teams were out there to helping people get their tests done. Essential medicines, supplies were broken, the supply chains were in a disarray, but our teams were there making sure that people got the medicines they need. We worked with the entire industry coming together. We played a leadership role in bringing the industry together in the fight against COVID, working closely with the government, working closely with the authorities, national, regional, state, and working closely with everyone else. So I think that's the milestone that stands out. It was a time when healthcare really needed to, and all the frontline workers, our hospitals, pharma companies, I think everybody did a great job.
We are bringing modern consumer design to digital products in health, right? That's really one pillar. How do we make best quality consumer value proposition and products? The second big pillar is, of course, supply chain, right? How do we make sure we build the best supply chain in this country for healthcare? Doesn't matter, it's for pharmacy, where we are, let's say, delivering 60-minute orders now in a few cities with on-time rates, or it's diagnostics, where we are delivering 99.2% on-time collection for sample collections day in and day out. or it's hospitals, or it's corporate health and wellness, where we are offering a full boutique of services to our corporate health customers. So second is supply chain. The third is really the integrated portion of 1mg, because healthcare is not about medicines or diagnostics. It's a bunch of things that come together that actually enable holistic care for a consumer. Over the next few years, you will see increasingly large footprints of 1mg's care being offered through offline, through maybe corporate health centers, of course through our online channels as well. And lastly, just to round it all out, when we started 1mg, we had this vision that if we could use data in health, could we fundamentally change a customer's preventive healthcare journey? After, I think, 8 long years, we finally at a cusp of what I think is a revolution, where we have so much data for so many customers, and we are starting to piece this data together with the latest advents of AI and machine learning, generative AI, to kind of put it all together and say, can we fundamentally change a customer's experience backed by data? So these are largely the 4 or 5 pillars that are going to be critical for 1mg going forward.